Hi guys, and welcome to Cooks by Carrie. I'm Carrie and this is my first ever YouTube video. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited and I'm so happy to have you all here on this video. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing how to make the 6 Vegan Sisters. This is the recipe. I found it on Instagram and I just knew I had to make it. Their vegan mini chocolate chip pancake recipe. On this channel, I'm going to be sharing so many healthy and delicious meals and foods that don't break the bank for anyone to make. I would say I am a self-taught cook, but I'm very excited to teach you all how to make the most delicious meals. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. Alright, so here are all the ingredients I use. You can use basically whatever brand of all these ingredients as you want. I'm just sharing a few of the brands I used. So we have some sugar, some vanilla, some almond milk. I'm using the vanilla flavor, but you can use any flavor you like. Some baking powder, some salt, some apple cider vinegar, flour, vegetable oil, and then I have the vegan mini chocolate chips, and these are from the Enjoy Life brand, but you can use whatever brand you want. Alright, so now we're going to make basically like a vegan buttermilk. So we're going to take the almond milk and add in the apple cider vinegar and whisk it all up. And I know my whisk looks funny here, so don't mind that. But we're going to leave it for 10 to 15 minutes to get it basically a bit churned and a buttermilk texture. Alright, so now we're going to mix together all the dry ingredients plus the sugar. So we're taking the flour, the baking soda, the salt, and the sugar, and we're mixing it all up in a large bowl with a whisk. I did get a little bit messy with the flour there, but that is totally fine. So I'm taking my whisk and I'm just whisking it up, making sure everything's getting combined. And you'll see right there, I jostle the bowl a little bit just to make sure I've gotten everything together. And yeah, it's all mixed. Okay, so now I'm ready to combine all the ingredients together. So I'm taking that vegan buttermilk mixture and then I'm adding in the vanilla and the vegetable oil all together in my large bowl. So now I'm just going back in with my whisk and I'm whisking it all up to make sure everything's combined. And with pancakes, you're going to have a pretty wet batter. It's not going to be super thick. It's going to be, I would say, in the medium side. It's not super thin, but it's kind of like cupcake batter. Okay, so now I'm taking a spatula and I'm just scraping the sides of the bowl to make sure everything's combined. You really want to do this because you don't know if there's going to be like a massive clump of flour at the bottom that never gets mixed in. Alright, this is the final step. I'm adding in the mini chocolate chips. So I want to fold these in, so I'm just going to be taking my spatula and just mixing them in until just combined. And you'll see it doesn't look like there's like a ton in the batter, to me at least, but there is, don't worry. Alright, before we continue with the video, if you're enjoying this, please hit subscribe, leave a like, comment down below what you'd like to see next, and please share this video with a friend. It would really help out my channel and it's really easy and free to do. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Let's continue with the video. Alright, so now I'm taking a little bit of that extra vegetable oil and I'm going to be heating it up in my pan. I'm using a pretty big cast iron pan. I don't really know what else you would call it, and I'm just going to smooth it around, and that's my spatula. That was the best thing I could think of to spread it all around. So yeah, I'm just coating it everywhere that I'm going to put a pancake. Alright, so I have let the oil heat up, and a little trick you can do is splash a little bit of water on top, and that, if it's like sizzling, that will tell you it's heated. I'm on about like medium-high heat, and you can see I'm using a 1 tablespoon cookie scooper to scoop in the pancakes, but this is totally optional. You can totally just scoop a little bit in or use a tablespoon or whatever you want. So I'm just placing them a little bit apart, and I'm going to let them cook for about 3 minutes on each side. I did notice though that 3 minutes was a teeny bit too short, so you just want to kind of watch them after 3 minutes on each side, and you might want to do a little bit more, but be careful not to burn them. And this is just like an up close view of what's going on, and you can see like they're starting to bubble at the bottom, and you can't see in this video, but they'll start to kind of like have bubbles on the surface, and that's when you know it's ready to flip. So here you can see it looks kind of raw, but I promise you it was just pretty, it wasn't a golden brown. This was also my first time actually like flipping pancakes, so it was a little bit rough, but they turned out delicious in the end, so I'm sure however you guys decide to do it, it'll be great. I'm having a little bit of a rough time with some of them, and I would just say, see kind of how like I come back to it and I scoot it to the edge. That can be very helpful. You really just want to get the whole spatula under the pancake and then flip. Alright, so here I'm just showing how in the middle of the pan is where it is the hottest. So you might want to start them like far away, but I moved them all. I don't know why I made them like this, but I just moved them all to the middle. And you'll see my dad come in a second, and he's just fixing them and moving the more cooked ones to the outskirts so they don't burn, but keeping the less cooked ones in the middle. Another tip is for future rounds of pancakes, you might want to turn down the heat because the oil will get hotter and the pan will stay hotter, so you might want to turn down the heat, but still cook the pancakes for 3 minutes regardless of what round you're on. So here also, I'm just kind of showing that I did flip them a little bit more just so they could get cooked a bit more on each side. Kind of what I was saying a second ago. So it's kind of just like everyone's is going to be a bit different, but hopefully these steps will help you make sure all your pancakes come out nice golden brown. Alright, so now I'm grabbing a large plate and I'm going to be moving them all there. Now, if you're making a lot of pancakes, you can even preheat your oven to a low degree and stick the plate in with the pancakes to keep them all warm so everyone can enjoy them at the same time. But I was just making these and I was going to put them in the freezer at the end, so I just left the plate out. Alright, and here are the finished pancakes. These things were so good. I'm sorry for the shaky clip. I promise I won't do this again. But they were so good, delicious. They were a little bit doughy in the middle, but that can totally be fixed by reheating them a little bit, cooking them a little longer, or stuff like that. But they were so good, and I definitely recommend. You can top these with your favorite vegan butter or vegan syrup, or eat them plain just like I did. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching. That is it for this video. I post new videos every Monday and Friday, so please look out for those. Please go follow me on Instagram at Cooks by Carrie. I post fun photos of the food I cook and other fun things like that. And that's all for now. Bye.